Mr. King, Tsui, good to see you again. You are the Chief Technology Officer, MSSD, Global Digital Finance for Huawei. Since I think last time I saw you was in Shenzhen. So it's very good to see you again. So and I enjoyed the tour of the Huawei campus and our discussion about the autonomous technologies. Now, Huawei has been making some big leaps forward in autonomous vehicle infrastructure, but I'd really like to understand a little bit more in terms of that infrastructure development. I know you talk about 4 key technologies, so sensing technology, the algorithm, part of the AI, the connectivity, and power management or power saving. But how can that be applied to this emerging autonomous infrastructure for smart cities and for data centers themselves?
Okay. Yes. Thanks. This is a good question. And let me explain before the answer to that is when we talk about auto-driving for the vehicle, right? This is why we mentioned the 4 key elements is no matter how powerful you are, the most important is the saving and how to aware what the direction, right? For example, you're driving on the road, you want to make sure is any person walk around or any car coming instantly come and hit you, right? So you need to really real time to capture all the information around. So first of all, the meaning is you need to really have a good visibility to see everything. Okay, so that way, then you will be guaranteed what's going on. Then you will at the first time aware on that. Okay, the second is when we capture all the information, no matter by the sensor or the camera or no matter kind of technology, when we get the information, then you want to keep on driving, on going on long-term
a lot of compute demand. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Then you need to, no matter on your battery or how to reduce the power or somehow to more efficient or efficiency to run all kind of element to keep the more longer to driving. So those kind of that kind of technology we believe and actually it's been applied into our finance sector, which is on the most talk about the ICT infrastructure right now. So when we talk about that, then also back to the 4 key direction is really basic. They want to be automation is kind of standard. I've been in cloud, I've been as software defined. Everything is software defined, should be automation by the programming. But question to everyone is, can we go step forward? Can we more predictable, right? Can the machine, no matter network storage, or even though the rack, right, the data center and the facility, can they doing something they can, which is not human can be able to calculate, is right now pretty much applying all our product right now. No matter you can hear our networking, right, our storage. Even though a cloud or total data center, everything is going to autonomous. The data is staged by the customer side. We don't connect by data. Data is sit inside the customer, the data center, their own warehouse. Okay, but we give them the mechanism, we give them kind of tools, a platform with those kind of hardware, so they can build their own infrastructure with the more autonomous we call auto-driving for the whole ICT infrastructure.
Let me ask you the next question, King. When we talk about things like autonomous vehicles, this is a good analogy for infrastructure discussion because you have 2 schools of thought here. One is that you need hardware-based innovation, such as LiDAR, improved sensing technology, so forth, versus, say, Tesla's approach, which tends to be more software-based, looking at deep learning based on, pattern recognition and image recognition. But it is the development of artificial intelligence from an infrastructure perspective. How much of it is dependent on AI dedicated hardware versus the algorithm side?
But for infrastructure, you want to be more efficiency and lightweight to more for day-to-day daily operator. right? So that's why they can keep on going to build the whole infrastructure, the new application, new business, not business unit to come into running on that, more reliable. So at that point, our technology is built on you mentioned it right, it will build on inside our chipset and also on our software platform. For example, the VDP, CDP, they will have some kind of like a robot, like a movie, there's some kind of robot on the back end, will keep telling just not a normal way to see what's going on. We do the data on the APM, NPM, or the data or for the storage and data for the security. So this is the way we believe will be the most more efficiency, and also is what the customer want to use it too, because customer want to know what's going on and they want to benefit the AI, how to apply into the environment. DBS 9.999 already. The KPI for them is they need to make sure any happening, the 0.001 happening, can they the first time to identify what's going on. So the first, back to my first sentence is the sensor, how we get the information. And the sensor, and the second is how the AI helping them to identify immediately. Even though we can predictable to tell the operation, that could be something maybe come up with issue. Please verify and double check. So they can reduce those kind of really critical outage.
Where do you see the biggest potential gains in terms of autonomous infrastructure? If you're arguing this from an economics perspective, where are the big gains? I mean, obviously investing AI is a necessity, but where are we likely to see the biggest gains?
For last year or last 2 years, for example, in China, by last year.
This is a regulatory requirement? Or?
Yeah, but now they require is not by the human, by the machine. There's somehow machine automatically generate the report, but they more focus on new technology for the verification and the checkout, and for critical time being, how they can improve it for the optimization. So, and the other way is they want to let the whole environment infrastructure should be more robust.
Can you describe what you think China's most advanced core infrastructure will look like for banking and financial services in particular?
I was seeing that will be I'm seeing the picture will be in China. They will be building many we talk about we can talk about in the globalized over the hybrid multi-cloud, but I would say more hybrid edge. It's called multi-edge. We also mentioned about, we call data center as a compute.
King Sun, thank you again for joining us and sharing your wisdom and experience, particularly on the infrastructure side. I think one thing is for sure, this autonomous future, and the emergence of smart cities and smart economies is going to be full of very interesting challenges and changes for many economies around the world. Every economy, really. So
yes,
thank you again. It's good to see you.
Thank you. I see you. I will see you soon too.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
再见。